from the guard, the first thing you must do, the most important thing you want to do is break down this posture. So, head back. He's going to have his hands here, on my biceps. Okay, the first thing I need to do is get rid of one of these, get his head down and break his posture down. And as soon as I've got him here, everything, I can quite comfortably open my legs and not have to worry about him passing, so I've got his posture down. And all my submission attempts, my sweep attempts, the success rate, the percentage of them actually working goes up jumps about 50%. Everything's going to be easy for me while I've got his posture down. Okay? So when he's up here, he can also punch me, elbow me. Even if I've got both wrists, he's going to come over and elbow. Yeah? So I don't want this at all. This is really bad for me, so I need to break his posture and quickly. So there's a few different ways that I can do it. Especially any time he's got a slight bend in his arm, his elbows aren't locked out, and I pull him in with my legs. So this is the first way to break the posture. Just bend his elbows just a little bit, and I'm going to pull him in with my legs and grab his head, and if I can, his arm. Okay, next one, I'm going to come underneath, and I'm going to push both my hands up to the ceiling. And as his hands come away from my body, I'm going to put them on my legs again. Just like that. So what happens is he puts his hand on the mat, and anytime his hand is on the mat, I've got my overhook. And that's probably my favourite position from the guard, because it's very difficult for him to get away. I can again comfortably have my legs open. It's easy to go for submissions. And if it's difficult for him to punch me with this arm that he has there. I'm hiding behind his head, I've got his posture down. So even if he does hit me, it's either going to be on the back of my head and he's going to get told off by the ref, and it's not going to have any power anyway, because he's got no posture. So there's one, there's two, and another way that I like to do, I'm going to come inside or outside, and I'm going to push his arm away, and as soon as his hand comes off my stomach, I'm going to pull him in with my legs. That's one. It's from the outside. From the inside, you really want to be quite violent with it. Almost open hand punch it. Really get it off there quickly. The outside. Put some power into that. If from here I can't get his posture down, he's got a good grip here, and I'm struggling, I can't reach his head to pull him down, I need to sit up. So I'm going to open my legs, I'm going to scoop my bum out, and I'm going to sit up on this elbow. This has to be done really quickly, otherwise he's just going to stand up and get away, or just hop over my guard. So I need to do this quickly. I come up on this elbow, then up into my hand. You see what I've done there is I've come under. We've got three different ways to break the posture from here. I can do double under and grip my own hand and pull him down. You can have both arms underneath his armpits. I can have one over and one under, so under over. And this is my favourite. Or I can have double over. What I want to do, whenever I come over, whether it's one arm or both, I want to pin his elbows to his body while my arms coming around his triceps, pinning them in. Okay? Now, I don't like double under personally, if I can help it, because I just prefer double over or over under, because I'm setting up my overhook ahead of time for when I land. So if I've got double over or under over, as I fall back, I've got my arm, I've got my overhook. I should have here, and I've got his head with the other hand. And what I've got here, I've got a few different submissions. I've got the omoplata, I've got the triangle, I've got the armbar and guillotine. And the omoplata is right there. That's why I like this, I call it pyramid guard. So, can't put him down, I'm going to go to him and sit up, put my bum out, and just try and sit straight up. There's no way it's going to work. If I can push one arm off, like you do with the hip bump sweep, it's going to make it easy as well, but you don't have to. My elbow, hand, I'm really trying to fish this one under. But don't make a deal. He's going to keep his hands here, nice and straight. Okay, and can make it quite difficult to pull him back down. Sometimes if it's quite strong, I won't be able to pull him down. See that locked down? Yeah, I can't get him down. So, I'm going to come around the head, like this, and I'm going to grab my own bicep, keep him nice and locked up, like this, like a rear naked choke grip, just the other way around. And rather than going straight back, and if I go straight back here, it won't work. He's just bench pressing into me. I'm going to use this grip and I'm going to go this side, because my head is this side, and I'm going to go this way, and then as I fall down this way, so I go right and I go left, I'm going to wrench him to my left with my arms. Okay. He keeps this nice and tight. That's one. And he's going to do that bench press in my hip. It's going to make it very difficult to put him down. So come around the head. Right. Okay, just put his hand on the mat. Even for a second, I'm going to go straight here. Head and arm, this is, in my opinion, the best form of guard you could possibly have. So protected here, and I've got all sorts of options. Okay? So one more time through, all those options. Elbows pull. 1, 2, straight into the overhook. 3. From here it's all your legs clamping in. Okay, they're not working. You sit up. Okay, over under. Double under or double over. Remember, when you coming over with one or both hands, pinch his arms in. So they're stuck to his body. Okay, and I'm going to go back. And when I sit up, he's being annoying, or he's too strong, can't get him back. Come around the head, really choke grip. I'm grabbing the front of his head with my fingers. I go to the side that my head is, and wrench him back the other way. Okay. So grab a partner, and let's just go through all of those. We went over all different ways to break the posture. So number one, priority, first step to your guard is to bring his posture down. In a number of different ways, just get his posture broken down. But if I have his posture down, it's no good if I have no angle. So if my hips and my shoulders are flat, and he's just directly pushing me down, he's going to have his hands on either my biceps or my belly button. And what he can do is clamp his elbows to his knees and have his hands together like this. Okay? I can't do anything. And people do this till the ref stands you up. You know, even though I'm safe, I still can't get anything from here. So I need to get an angle. Pretty much every single position while I'm on my back is going to be easier with an angle. By angle, I mean off to the side, hip out. Okay? You know, everything's going to be easier for me from here, because when he pushes his weight down into me, it's no longer going into my chest and squashing my hips down, it's missing me. And now he's in a weaker position. It's easy for me to manipulate his arms and keep his posture down and attack easily. There's a few different ways to do it, but if I just bring his posture down, this is no good. Everything's going to be much easier. And get my hip out. And you can keep the legs closed if you want. I like to open them. I like to have this foot on the hip, this foot on the hip if I can. This foot on the hip. I usually use the opposite because then I can have my other leg draped over to also keep his posture down. So it's up to you. As long as you have that angle, this is the most important thing. Have his posture down. That's step one. Bring his posture down. Step two is get your angle. My ideal position would be here. Have an overhook, have his head. I'm very well protected here, but if he keeps it tight, okay, what he's going to do is going to square back up to me. And he'll take that angle away, so I need to get out to the side again. Okay, I need to attack before he's able to square back up. Now notice how I'm gripping his head, like this, my elbow in tight. This isn't always going to be possible. When he starts squaring back up to me, I can push away like this to make sure that he doesn't. Okay. So here, or if he's not letting me get that, let's keep his hand inside. Just here. Okay, starts trying to square back into me, I can push him away. The most important thing here is the angle. So you go back up. So even when I'm breaking his posture down, it's, you want to angle first. If I'm facing him like this, not good. Try to sit up, it's not going to work. So you can angle, and I sit up, break his posture down. Everything's going to be easier and more efficient from the bottom position if you get an angle with your hips first. Just out, and then go. Okay, so one other posture break I want to go over is I'm going to have both hands on one elbow and I'm going to be pulling that in towards my stomach, and as I do that I'm going to sit up. Okay, and it's going to bend his arm. I'm going to put my wrist lock as well. If he doesn't tap and he moves, well, I'll put his posture down. Okay? Now if he doesn't bring his posture down and I sit up and he keeps his arm straight, even if he keeps his arm bent, yeah, he's going to come down. And what have I got there? Posture down, and I've got over. Okay? Now you notice I'm pushing this opposite foot on his hip. That's so that I'm pushing myself at an angle. And this leg is kind of draping over, because that's another point that's going to keep his posture down. I'm clamping down, his posture down here, point of pressure here as well. So it's 3 points clamping his posture down. Okay? No matter how you're gripping his head, his arm, whatever, if you don't have the arm, if you have the arm, whatever, you want to get an angle. Put one foot on the floor or on his hip and push your bum out to one angle. Push your hips out, angle out. And everything's going to be easier. Everything's going to be easy for you. Including the next submission I'm going to show you in a sec. Okay. Now you've got two choices really. If I've got his arm, or I don't have his arm, I've got two choices in terms of foot on the hip. Okay, I can have the far foot on the hip, and this leg draped over, keep his posture down. Or I can have the closed foot on the hip, this hip, this side. Push myself out. It's up to you. Either one gets you out at an angle. Me personally, I like the far foot on the hip because I'm also able to use this leg to drape over and clamp down. Okay, the head's most important, but this is going to help. And with this one, it works and get some good submissions from here. You see there's nothing draping over his back to keep his posture down. He might have his head, it should be fine, but I just personally prefer that one. And I like this as well because it's setting up my pyramid guard and it's setting up my rubber guard. So I would say put the far foot on the hip and angle out. The reason I like this is